Yeah. Guys, thank you. Welcome to the review.
Cough.
How we sounding?
Welcome to the review. YouTube. We are here.
We've had a lot of difficulties this evening.
Yeah, but that's been worldwide though.
Yeah, it has been.
Yeah, like, I don't know what's going on with Mark and them, and someone's done something and they're just trying to stop them communicating.
They're not trying to.
Who do you think's done it?
I don't know, has Matt Hancock been around lately? Well, I saw he was running the marathon, so I don't know what's did you see that?
What's he keeping up with?
I don't know what he's playing at, you know.
How do we get live?
What are you saying?
I'm on the review and I'm trying to click on live. Where is it?
No, there's no on Instagram.
No.
Because I can't get. It's not coming up on mine.
Yeah.
On the YouTube? 100% live.
I can see it on yours, not on mine.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yes, Graver, I see you, man.
How are we sounding, people?
Well, there's all kind of difficulties that have been happening from Mark Zuckerberg. We blame him. We don't know if it's Daniel Robert Kelly. Because we don't know. Bro, we don't know who. We don't know who, bro. We don't know who. No, we don't know who. I'm muted me. Right, what? So you're just banding me up for no reason? Well, I can still see the blue light flashing.
What are we saying, though?
There, bro. How's your week?
It's been a good week, you know.
Yeah?
The blue light still
The
flashing.
weekend, the blue light's supposed to flash, don't worry. The weekend's been good still. I had a great weekend. Actually, it was my wife's birthday, so we celebrated that still.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, shout out my wife.
This
She
is
knows
idol.
you done all the thing.
That's big. On the dugout as well. That's a good shout out, you know.
Well, I'm married. What else do we do? But then also, my fellow brother, who just got married the other day, it's your birthday as well, isn't it?
It was my birthday.
Happy
man.
birthday,
Happy
bro.
birthday,
Thank
bro.
you, man. Thank you very much. Someone says birthday special. Sounds okay, but a tad muffled. I don't know which mic's muffled, guys. Graver, talk to us. Which mic's muffled? Right. Let us know if you can hear us because we're gonna get straight into this quickly.
Quick and fast and quick.
Trust me. Bro, how was your week and how was football for you? Bro, you've had an exciting weekend. How was your weekend?
My weekend was calm, but I had a calm one still. Obviously, it's your birthday. We was gonna go out. We never. You get it.
So what did you do instead?
I had my daughter because she was sick and that. So you know what I mean. So I just had to do the daddy daycare thing. You get it.
That's nice, man. You're a top guy, you know. Because no matter what they say about you, I always say you're a top guy.
They say nothing about him other than he's a top guy.
That's all they should be saying.
That's what I was thinking.
It rhymes with Kurdera. I just want to get onto the football. I just want to get onto the football.
So what are you saying? Let's go straight in.
Sounds good.
Let's talk about highlights.
Alright, cool. I'll go with my highlight then. Yeah, we have to. That means that we're gonna have to use our third party as our engineer, like what we did last week. So we're gonna. Did you have a highlight of the week, a football game, one of the games?
I had a couple, but you lot go through and I'll bring some up still.
My highlight of the weekend was Brentford.
Go on.
I think Brentford are playing, and they played West Ham. West Ham were at home as well. That is a massive game. West Ham actually. Let me just look at the table. West Ham, if they had won, they actually could have gone third. So it's a major win. And I think this, you know, my guy as well, Wissa. When he came on, he's come on. and he scored an absolute last-minute winner. Like, you can't get more exciting than that. I think we saw some great goals over the weekend, which I'll let us talk about further down the line. But I think that for me, Brentford coming up, I remember week 1 and everyone laughed at us. Everyone laughed at us and they said, listen, how can you get done by these scrubs? But Brentford play a style of football which is really good. Their managers got them playing in a way which he wants.
Sustainable, which is what you lot spoke about last week.
Unlike Leeds, even though Leeds will never go down, I don't think. Well, definitely not this season, but they play a style of football which isn't sustainable. I think Brentford, they play a good style of football. I think Ivan Toney is a handful, and that Wissa, that Wissa guy, he's come on. And I was so happy for him 2 weeks in a row and scored the vital goal. And you know the celebration is key as well. I didn't like, I'll just give you a quick mention, which I didn't like, was a goal which I was actually speaking to you on the phone about at the time. And it was given offside.
Oh.
And
he started Dougie.
And he started doing the Dougie. And he was just way offside. He wasn't actually way offside, that's not true, but he done the Dougie, and I think that it would have been, I think that there was a mistake there, and I've watched it back again a few times since, and he should have shot. There's no two ways about it.
I think he should have shot, but I think sometimes when you're trying to just secure the win, you kind of want to take the safer option. I think that was the
I don't know if that was a safe option, though, because you got to feel, I think as a footballer, you got to feel that the player's ahead of you. Like he's ahead of the ball. Like
it's just a bit.
It's tight, but I think you got to rule that option out and just strike across the keeper, nice and low, like what Townsend did this week. Strike across the just low, and if by any chance the keeper gets a touch on it, let it bounce out. And to be fair, he would have been first to the ball anyway.
Sure.
Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that was just my highlight of the week. What about you?
My highlight. I'm going to go for Liverpool against Man City. Now, I love football, innit? And this is probably...
Great game. Great game of football.
What a game of football, bro.
Yeah.
What a game of football. And I
figured one of you was going to say that. That would have been my highlight.
Yeah, I think...
Salah especially.
What I wanted us to do is talk about the goals independently. Because it's so...
Alright, let me just break...
Why is Salah so rough, though?
He's a bad boy. But why I love the game so much is because you're looking at 2 of the last Premiership winners and you're seeing the levels above
and then runners up as well.
Yeah,
because
they're showcasing why they're at that level.
1 and 2, yeah,
bro. Let's see.
You can't even say 1 and 2 now. Can you call it 1 and 2 at the moment between the two of them?
I still think City, but
it's close.
But they are very close. And let's start from the keeper.
Which keeper?
Because I'm gonna get to it now. Because Edison, with the ball at feet, is one of the best passers in the Premier League.
Not just as a keeper.
He's ridiculous.
Pinpoint accuracy.
Because his passing is ridiculous, bro. Ridiculous. And this is why I love, and this is one reason why I will never bash Arteta yet, until he's flat out fails, Because I remember when Pep first got to City, and without seeing the game, he said to Joe Hart, "You're no good." Took him out of the team, and eventually, Joe Hart's career is dead right now. Like, you get me struggling.
He was England's number 1.
He's finished.
England's number 1.
He was the face of shower gel.
Head and shoulders. There are other shower gels or shampoos available. That's mad.
He's done, fam. You get me? Couldn't. Where was he? Burnley. I think he went to
Spurs.
He went Spurs, and he wasn't getting minutes. And I think the reason why I rate Pep so highly is because he identifies a brand of football that he wants to play very early, and he sticks to his principles. Now, when sticking to your principles, of course, things can go wrong, but he knows what he wants from his teams, and he wants a keeper that can help build attacks. And Edison's passing is just
Phenomenal.
it's
Yeah, it's proper.
insane, bro. And it's 80, 90-yard passes because it's insane what
I
he's
wonder what
doing.
level of training because he's running like how
Yeah, I don't know. I
because it's
don't know.
effortlessly as well, you know.
But he's not putting it to the player. He's putting it in space.
You think he's a baller in real life? Like, could he play on pitch?
I think there has to be a part of you that maybe when you're a keeper that you have played some sort of outfield football when you've got such pinpoint accuracy. Yeah.
So that I thought that was fantastic. I think it also highlighted the lack of kind of cutting edge of City in terms of they failed with their bid to get Kane in the summer, and it showed a little bit. I think if they had a top quality striker, they could have put Liverpool to bed in the
First half, definitely.
The first half they smashed them. Tore them apart.
And I think that there would have been no chance for that the magic that we saw in the second half. There would have been no chance for it because they would have buried them. I would dare to say, even with an aging Aguero, not aging, an aged Aguero, they would have put.
100%. He knows how to find the back of the net. So that was that. I think the young boy Foden is coming through. That I think he's honestly, I think he's so cold.
That goal was sick, you know.
I think, bro,
he was just great all game.
I don't think the goal was all that.
Nah, but it's just the way he's swag.
But his performances are at an insane level for his
Because
age.
he had Milner on toast.
Let's talk about Milner.
Did he have to go? Did he have to go?
No, Milner. You know the card above red is purple. Yeah, what he should have had it because there's three. I think there's 3 offenses that I remember.
Yeah.
That's that he remembers you.
Bro, the one where he's got him just outside the box.
Yeah. That's definitely. He didn't get a foul for that.
But that's not a pen though, because it started outside the box. It's a free kick.
100%.
It's a definite yellow card. Yeah, a definite yellow card because he's cynical as well. The one where he's got the yellow card where he's tripped him. Yeah. And then the second one, when Henderson's after,
that's a sending off.
That's an easy sending off as well.
I don't know why the referees bottled it, but it's Anfield, isn't it? So
yeah, they get away with and where's VAR as well? They've got away with murder there. They've got away with murder.
But then on the flip side of that, we have to talk about Mane and we have to talk about Salah, because I think them two in the second half caused untold problem. And Jota, to be fair to him,
Jota's movement
Jota was a part of that. But those two are so crucial for Liverpool, and I don't know how they're going to cope without them when African nations comes around.
It's crazy.
Both of them are gone.
It's crazy.
It's a massive problem for them because they are pivotal to everything that goes right with Liverpool. And if you think about Liverpool's big moments in the last 5 years, they are part of it. 100%. You get it.
I get that.
So I don't understand how they're gonna cope.
So you don't think that there's any like Firmino, any talent in there? Even that young boy. What's that young boy's name?
They got Divock Origi. I don't think he's good enough for
He's not good enough.
Liverpool.
He's not.
What about that Curtis?
Curtis is a baller, but he's a midfielder. But he is very, very cold as well. Very, very, very cold for his age. They've got ballers, but you need a spark in it, especially if you're going to try and challenge for this title. This is probably, for me, going to be one of the hardest titles to win this year. I think a lot of the big teams have improved. I think Chelsea's improved. I think Man United's improved. I think City are City and Liverpool are Liverpool. So I think it's going to be better.
I don't think Liverpool's strengthened though.
They haven't strengthened.
Well, getting Van Dijk back is a signing.
Yes,
that's a signing.
But they haven't strengthened. But this team is still very, very strong.
Their starting 11 is scary.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous. And they played yesterday without.
Do you still believe that their transition is not better than Leeds? I wanted to ask you that on air.
I still believe Leeds is better.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Guys. Cool. No, but it's fair. We before the dugout, guys. We don't just come to you. We sit down and we discuss things prior.
Research.
guys, we'd like to hear your thoughts now. I know Graver and Raf are diligent football watchers. What are your thoughts on the transitional period? Also, in terms of speed as well, because I was watching it and then I actually went on YouTube and I checked, and Leeds' speed of transition is very, very fast, by the way. Very fast. I did check, I won't lie. But I do still believe over the course of a season, Liverpool's transition will always be better. Who's transitional?
It will be better. So let's
me ask the question.
But let me clear it up, because I'm not saying that. Because
I said don't move the goalpost.
No, I'm not moving the goalpost. What I did say to you when we had that discussion, I said to you, Liverpool's will always be better because they've got the end product. When you have Salah and Mane there, that's the end product, and they're going to score tons of goals.
Basically, they're going to execute.
Yes,
exactly. But when the actual process of it, I do believe Leeds are better at it.
I don't know about that. Guys, what's your thoughts on that? We'd like to hear from you, your thoughts on who do you think has better transitional football between Leeds and Liverpool? Leeds and Liverpool, guys. What? Leeds, what's Graver saying? What is that? What's the arrow? I can't see that arrow. What is that? Leeds, Leicester, Liverpool. Yeah, bro, I can't see. I don't.
He said Leeds what?
No, he said Liverpool. He said Liverpool's got the better transition. I believe that's what the arrow means. But I went and looked at it, bro. And then
I think people will always pick Liverpool.
And online, by the way, there's an actual comparison thing online. Okay. Yeah, there's a comparison. I went and looked yesterday. Yeah, there's a comparison thing. But
people always pick Liverpool because of
the end product, bro. But you have to talk about the end product.
That's what I'm not talking about, though. Because
no, but the transition has to be the finish has to be a part of the transition.
No, it doesn't. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about where the play goes from there, even if it breaks down. But the thing about Leeds and why Leeds will always why we say that Leeds football is not sustainable is because they throw so many bodies forward. So many. Jurgen Klopp, as much as Liverpool play football, they have a system. And they have a very good system at that. So he's not going to allow 5, 6 players to be bombing forward. Whereas Leeds, Bielsa, does not mind that.
Yeah, but then if Liverpool are not allowing that, but still having that same transition, where
it's better quality.
If you've got 10 bodies as opposed to 5 bodies, like your odds are stacked, and then but then you're still managing to be able to cover the ground. So like clearly, then in that case, the transition's better with Liverpool. I don't know. Let's see. Leeds are good at what they do, but Liverpool have that Klopp style. That style he brought over from Dortmund. Their quality in attack is next level. They will always hurt City playing like that.
Yeah, 100%. And they did hurt City. I think in the second half, they got to grips with everything that they got wrong in the first half. I think they kind of put right in the second half, and they started to really hurt City. And I think not having a focal point in City in the long run may come back to hurt them. I still think they're good enough to win the league.
They can't win it all. They can't win everything.
But they will not win everything. And the worst thing is, as much as I'm going to say something, and it's going to sound so crazy, I don't think they can win the Champions League like that. As much as they got to a final.
I don't think so either.
But they got to a final, and
but I don't think so
either. To
either.
say that is nuts. But I just think that you need to have a striker. You need to have someone that's going to drag people about, that's going to put the ball in the back of the net. And at the moment, they just don't have that. I don't think he trusts Jesus as much as he should do. Ferran Torres, he's played there again. I don't think you're going to get much out of him. So it's a difficult one for Pep. I think he's got a... I was listening to Match of the Day, and they said even if you get someone for 12 months, if Haaland's their target or Kane's their target, whoever their target is, and you can't get them in January, just get someone to fill that space until then, innit? Even if it's just a 6-month period, you get it.
Why can't Jesus do this?
Because he's not good enough.
Yeah, he's not good enough in that system. I don't know. Like, is
difficult.
Is Jesus not good enough to score 15 goals?
But 15 goals is not what will win them the title, though.
No, but they've got so much goals coming from elsewhere. Is Jesus not good enough to score 15 goals?
He score 15 goals. I think I could score.
And lead the
City team. Because
is he not good enough to lead the line and score 15 goals? Is he not? Is he just not?
15 Prem goals?
15 Prem goals.
I don't think he's good enough for that.
That's insane for me, man. That's insane for me. I can't see why Jesus cannot score 15 Prem goals with a run of games. Just playing as a centre forward.
I just don't think he's good enough, to be fair. And you have to have movement. You have to be very clever. Like,
No, he does have good movement, Jesus,
I
man.
don't know if that's true, though. I don't know if he knows how to drag defenders about. I don't know if he knows about where to run if there's a third man run behind. I just don't know if he knows all of that. Whereas you put Aguero there, he knows everything that's happening around him. I don't know if Jesus has that type of
I don't know
awareness.
if that's fair with the comparison with Aguero, but I just think that from what we've seen of in 24 months of him, I think that he's good enough to score 15 Premier League goals, bro.
He might be, but he's not. He's not.
I just don't think Pep don't rate him. That's what the problem is. He doesn't rate him there. And he doesn't really. I don't think he wants the system to be played like that. That's what the problem is. And the guys know that they have to play to that system. Like even Sterling's got a killer instinct for forward movement, but his finishing is an issue.
Yeah, he can't.
But he's got killer instinct movement. Do you know what I mean? And he always wants to be that person that's pushing forward or at least busting to be in the box. But I just think that Jesus, if Pep gave him free reign, I think he could be that. He could do that. 15 goals, bro. 15 goals in that City side.
I don't see it. People, let me know what you think.
In that City side,
I don't see it. I don't
think he's great, but I just don't understand why he can't score. As you said, you could. Why can't he score?
Yeah, but I'm elite.
By the way, Tottenham got very lucky on the weekend. Very, very lucky. Tottenham did through who is their best player, Son. They got very, very lucky.
But do you know what? I think even at this moment, I don't think Tottenham fans care. I think engineer. Okay. I think after the mauling they got at Arsenal, they needed to get
anything.
Yeah, so even if it came off a beach ball, they wouldn't care to get it. So I think they just needed the 3 points, and Son looked lively again. He looked like he.
How would the Kane look like? Because I didn't see that yet.
He looks. He just
shadow.
He looks.
No,
but I'm gonna be honest. And as much as everyone knows how much I don't like him, I don't think that he's in a position to be playing week in, week out anymore. I actually don't think. I think a stronger manager drops him.
For who?
Anyone. I think a stronger manager. Because he's not doing.
There's no one there.
No, but he's not doing. He's not doing anything.
But that's the don't forget they have not got a second striker.
Bro, he's playing midfield.
All right, cool. They do not have a second striker. So I think the next striker behind him is Dane Scarlett, who's 16.
Bro, they need to do something because
Is it bad times over there?
I don't think. I don't know if he wants. I don't know if he wants to. What's he? Does he want to? Does he even want to play?
He wants a blue shirt, bro.
He does, and he won't get it.
But he's never getting that move. By the way, he's never getting that move.
You know what's mad?
And he's not putting himself in the
Kane
window
and
to get that
City
move.
need each other at the moment. That's
They
the mad
don't.
thing.
They do.
Yeah, they don't.
They
They
kind
don't.
of-
They
kind
do.
of do,
They
bro.
do
They
need each
don't,
other,
bro.
but
Like, you know, like it's like a
but
Kyrus moment.
Kane
If it
needs
goes
City
through,
more than City needs Kane.
100 million times more.
That's the facts.
Yeah.
But if City get a Kane now, with all what they have, everything you lot said at the beginning of this segment changes because the team dynamics become different. Because
Maybe if he plays like he wants to play there as well, because how he
he's
looks
still a
now.
prolific striker.
But but he's not prolific in the Prem anymore, bruv. He's just
doesn't
not.
want to be there. It's like being
He's-
in a relationship you don't want to be in.
Bro, he scored the same amount of goals as me. Bro, that's facts. Bro, that's crazy. Cause this is you man's elite striker, you know.
Who's you, man?
Cause everyone that loves Kane.
I don't love Kane. I think
Bro, they say
Kane.
he-
I just think that in another shirt, he does better.
What?
You know what it is? I think he's heard what you've said about him over the years.
That he has mental health.
Yeah, and he doesn't want to be there anymore. It's not good for his well-being.
Yeah, but it's too late. Who told him to do this? My bro said that it was his brother. Cause then he needs to shoot his brother. Because he like Spurs look like. I watched the highlights. I didn't see the entire Spurs game, but I watched the highlights. They had the extended highlights, and I watched it. And he's playing midfield. He doesn't even burst. You see the goal that they've scored where Son has he's put on the burners. That guy I really dislike. I just don't like him, man. He's good. Son is good. There's no, I can't deny that. Yeah, but when the ball has come across, where I think it's an own goal actually, Mora is coming across, but Kane's not in the shot unless you have a wide shot. But Kane should be on, like in the middle of the box.
Yeah.
Or at least he should be the body before it, so that he doesn't even get to Mora. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, what's happened to that?
He doesn't want to be there. He's mentally switched off from them, and I think.
But in midweek, he's scoring a hat trick against farmers. Yeah,
farmers and butchers and all that.
No, that's actually facts as well. Some of them are school teachers.
Yeah, well, it's so rude. Though. I said the farmers and the butchers can't play.
Because not against professionals.
But that means they have a job, so they're part-time.
Football's their side hustle.
Because you're meant to be racking goals against them. Because no one takes that seriously. You get it?
That's true.
No one takes that seriously.
They're saying that Spurs have to play Kane.
Have to.
No question about it.
Have to.
Says putting him on the bench means less goals and him
But
decreasing his
hold
value.
on.
Stand by.
Remember when Kane was out?
Yes.
He played Son up top.
Right.
Played Mora, Berg.
Yeah, but they had Bell. And they had Bell as
Forget
well.
Bell.
No, they had
No,
Bell.
Bell. I'm not talking about the time when Bell.
Oh, okay.
Bell shit.
Yeah, I agree with
Bell
that.
shit.
I agree.
And he left. He's gone back now, isn't it?
Yeah.
He did. What's he doing?
He did.
Golf.
Was he there?
Golf.
This is just questionable.
Golf.
Man.
But when they got to the Champions League final that year,
Yeah.
no Kane.
Yeah, but it's because Mora was
Bergwijn.
But Mora was playing through the middle though. Mora was playing through the middle though.
What position does Bergwijn play?
He's like a winger.
Yeah.
But do you get it? And it gives them more. They get forward. They're
more fluid
as well. They're a lot more fluid.
So do you think that Kane is stifling the team even though he's in the team?
It's one of those great debates, isn't it? Because of the amount of goals that he gets, it's hard to disregard him. But then also you've seen your team play better without him there. So
Does this mirror Aubameyang?
slightly, yes.
Okay.
Is this the performance of a man trying to get fired?
He can't get fired.
He can't get fired because he's
He can't get fired.
not Alan Sugar, his apprentice.
He can't get fired. He can't get fired, but he's definitely, I don't know, he's definitely making himself an issue, so to speak, at the club.
Yeah.
So that
And a blatant one as well.
What are your thoughts on that attitude, by the way? Like, in terms of when players believe
I don't like
they
it.
don't
I
get
don't
what
care.
they want, and
I don't
they
like
throw
it,
their
bro.
toys out the pram.
I don't like it.
Regardless of whether it's your
Nope.
nemesis team, you don't think it's a great
I don't like
attitude.
it. I don't like that
What about
attitude
you,
at
Aaron?
all.
there's two sides there. If Kane was promised a move and he feels that he's been betrayed, I understand it. You get it?
Yeah.
If it's just like you want to move, me and you've never had a discussion about it, and now you're just
You're not fulfilling your contractual.
that's a major disrespect to the club and the fans, isn't it? But as I said, he's saying that he had a verbal agreement with Levy to leave,
And we all know what Levy's like.
and he never got it. So
I can't hear
understand.
that, bro.
No,
I can't hear that. Nah, I can't.
Because if your manager offered you more P's at work,
Yeah.
but it's not in a contract, it's verbally said you're gonna get more P's,
Cool.
and starting next month,
We're leaving.
bro.
Nope. I'll tell you where the one difference is for me, why I can't hear it, because of the fans who are see, if you've been at a club, this is just my personal opinion, yeah? If you've been at a club...
Grover,
which
don't start your shit, please.
yeah, I don't like that. If you've been at a club which you're not a person who's just come for the club fly by 1 year, you've been at the club for 7, 8 years, 9 years. For me, even if like you were promised a move, the bit that you're saying, even if you're promised a move, I think that when you come on the pitch, just that bit on the pitch, I get like all the behind the scenes, I get in training being pissed off. I get that it might surface onto the field, but you cannot allow the fans, remember they're not playing behind closed doors, you cannot allow the fans to see what we see. That's what my thing is. I think
I disagree. Shall I tell you why?
I don't think you can allow the fans to see what you're doing, and you're one of the 11 on the field, bro.
You know why? Because there's no accountability in football, innit? And that's where the main issue. Don't forget, we only see the bits and pieces that the media or players want to tell us about, innit? So if Kane never came out and told us that he had a verbal agreement, we'll just be thinking he's just taking the piss. But he's not taking the piss. He was promised something.
I hear that, bro.
That promise was not delivered.
Yeah, but then I just don't like it when there's fans involved.
But you see the problem with that, and the reason why
they
don't matter. You know why they don't matter? Why I'm in agreement with him is that, regardless of how we look at sport, it's a job for these people.
100%.
So when it's a job, there has to be a level of job satisfaction to get it. And if you're working, because it's what they're doing, it's a game to us. But it's their job, bro. It's how they feed their families, isn't it? So if you're working and you're not happy at your job, that filters out into other things, isn't it? So he might go home and just be upset with everybody at his yard because he can't leave. He's entrapped, bro. That's slavery, bro. You're not letting go of him. And then what you're saying is, because there are fans involved, a man should just be cool.
No, cuz.
I don't know about if he should be cool. No, that's not what I'm saying. I don't think he should be cool. But for the 90 minutes, because the only time when they can see this happening, they could, like anything else that you're doing, all the fuckery or anything else outside that, fine. But the 90 minutes, bro, just bust your balls for the club, bro.
Guess who never gets put in a firing line? The people who are responsible for making decisions. Do you get it? So like you will say what we'll say about Levy, but he will never be criticised the way that you're criticising Kane or a particular player. And it's so much to deal with, and then still go out there and show world class.
And the worst thing is, if he shows that, it's the world class. They're not gonna say.
It's a contract.
Nah, bro. As Spider-Man said, bro, with great power comes great responsibility, bro. He's got great power on his He's got great power on his shoulders. He's got great money on his shoulders, bro. For that 90 minutes, bro, bust your balls for the club, bro.
I don't hear it.
Nah, man, nah. I don't hear the attitude on the pitch, bro. I can't hear that.
Because you know what we do, because they're footballers and they're in a profession that I think 90% of all males want to be footballers. You get it? So I think like we put them on a different pedestal than for our own lives, isn't it? If I go to work and I'm not happy at work, it's going to affect my performance.
Yes.
If you go to work,
I hear you though.
Your performance. There's people, brother, man, there's fans that.
How do we know he's still not happy? How do we know this, bro? That's what I'm saying.
We know.
Okay, but now he's playing every week. He's playing. He's doing.
He has no choice.
He's not. Okay, midweek when he was doing that, he could have just not been playing midweek, bro. He's turning up. It's just that something else, bro. He's soaking when he's coming to these Prem games, bro. I can't hear that, bro. He can't play like that. He cannot play like that.
If you're not in like what Lenz is saying, Tatted is saying,
that's brand new.
Fucking hell.
That's brand new.
Like what Tatted is saying, if a man is not happy where he is, he can't deliver, bro. It's like being in a relationship. Like, why do we feel like it's acceptable in football, but it's not acceptable in all other forms of life? If you're in a relationship and this sort of things happen,
no.
What are we going to call it? It's toxic. Bro.
Yes.
I'm going to talk about it on the review on a Friday.
I agree with you and Tatted here. I agree with that bit. But I don't agree with the bit where it's going to affect your performance, but I don't agree with the bit where you don't put in the effort. That's what my problem is. I think that he's showing just lack of effort. You see, like certain things, your mind might not be in the right frame of mind. Of course, you're human. They're humans, isn't it? Like at the end of the day, forget that they're multimillionaires. That is actually it's semi-irrelevant here. Yeah, they're humans, isn't it? That's why they suffer from mental health, just like normal people. But what I'm saying is that. During that time, as soon as you put the shirt on for that 90 minutes, bro, the professionalism still now needs to set in. the professionalism doesn't it? But it needs to set in. It has to. So what? When he's put on the shirt now, he's put on the shirt, comes out onto the pitch.
At work all the time.
No, bro, but you gotta be professional at work for the 90 minutes. Like if you talk,
What about when you come on in a vest?
Hold on. No, that is an elite
But do you get
top
it though?
tier.
are you cool?
That's top tier. Ask the question, bro.
I turn off the light. What?
Because what he's saying, there's no life.
You cannot, bro. When you're
Okay.
Bro.
If you listen,
What was you playing?
if you
Were you not happy?
if you put I don't like what's happening.
Do you know what's happened there? It's because of COVID that it's relaxed everybody's work ethic. It has to because you're working.
But his work ethic's not relaxed from COVID, bro.
You're working from home, so you're never gonna have that level of professionalism that you would have if you was in the office. And that's what's happening with Kit Cud. You can't say that, bro.
He is still playing in front of millions of people every week. But of course it matters. But why are you both saying? That's crazy.
What we're saying is, he has a right
for the 90 minutes. Not forget how he should about for the 90 minutes. Why can't he turn on for the 90 minutes?
I think it's very difficult.
Let me ask you a question. Yeah, as a drummer, if you was upset,
If he wasn't getting paid, would you perform at the same level?
He's getting paid. So no. He's getting paid. Right. So make another example. Make another example because he's getting paid.
All right, you're getting paid.
Right.
But everyone else around you's got a raise, but bar you, and you know that. And the person's told you you're meant to get.
I tell you, I'll be aggrieved. But during the show, which the show can only be an hour and a half, 2 hours. During the show, I'm gonna play my best.
Pre-wedding Wilson wouldn't have turned up.
Cause you cool.
I don't know. I don't know.
Robert,
you changed,
because.
Cool. On that note, I think we've done the.
I'm gonna answer a question from the panel, and we'll just get into that quickly. What do the panel think about the job Patrick Vieira is doing at Palace? I think that Patrick Vieira is doing a stellar job at the moment. We spoke about. You actually said you want to see in time with the young players what happens over time. I think as it stands, we can only go with as it stands. I think right now. He's doing a stellar job. He's unbeaten at home. He's had some tough fixtures at home. I think he's got them playing in a way where they don't seem defeated. You see how what's his name, Zaha? I saw Zaha yesterday as well. He's just
in his circles.
Nah, bro. It was my birthday, so that's just. But for him, it was just a. For him, it was just a Sunday.
His circle's different now.
For Zaha, it was just a Sunday.
Yesterday's price.
Because and he just went tomorrow. He just I don't know what these two are up to, but they're moving crazy. All I'm saying is that Palace look like a side that can cause problems, and that's our very next game. We play them. That's the dugout. We're going to be live streaming from another day on that one, but the dugout, that is on Monday the 18th of October. That's a Monday evening, which, just to let you guys know in advance, the dugout will be at the Emirates.
There's my ticket.
But the dugout, that's our very next game, Monday 18th of...
I think he's doing an all right job. I think
I don't know if all right. He's doing a really good.
What was the results?
2-2, but I
they were losing 2-0,
and they will lose
Leicester.
Leicester.
Leicester, and they were losing.
Leicester that was off form as well.
Is it?
So to concede the 2 goals
And then come back.
The comeback I rate, but you have to. I always look at football as why has that happened first? Why have you been in that position whereby you're 2-0 down? So there's a fundamental error, and I actually don't.
The first goal, you can be honest. The first goal is a horrendous mistake why they've gone behind when Iniacho scored. So you can't account for just horrendous errors.
No. So what I was about to say is that I think, for all the work that I believe that he's done going forward and bringing in the young talent, I still think that defense is going to kill him. And not kill him.
When you say
kill him as in like he's going to get sacked, but I think that is going to be their downfall. I don't think he's done enough in order to rectify that defense, innit?
But has he got the resources to do enough? Or is it a make do situation?
I don't think he had a lot of resources. I don't think Crystal Palace are ever going to be pulling up trees in their signings, but I think that there's more that
Everything's back, by the way. WhatsApp and Instagram is back. For those that wanted to know.
I don't want to know. So yeah, so that's my thing on Patrick Vieira. But I think he'll have a good season. I think he'll Palace will be safe, basically.
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. I think I'm happy as well. I really want Patrick Vieira to do well. I don't want him to do well on the 18th, but outside of that, I want him to do well. So, yeah, the goals Palace conceded were criminal. That's what I was saying. And you're saying that the defense will kill him. Yes, I do agree that defense, but the first goal, bruv, you can't. There's nothing that anyone could do. There's no defensive coach that could. You can't stop errors like that. You can't stop errors like that.
100%.
It's crazy.
But I just think that back four for me is like, yeah, I wouldn't be happy with that.
Yeah, you said the subs for Palace were an instant impact.
Yeah, Schlupp, and he's gone against his former team as well. And Elise as well. I'm happy for him getting around the games in Palace colours and scoring as well. The first shot was shocking though. The first shot, but he slapped the second one. I rate it. Also, let's go back to the other fixtures.
I was about to ask you something.
Go on, ask me. Go on.
What your thoughts were? Let me just bring it up on Townsend's celebration.
I liked it.
I loved it.
I liked it because Ronaldo was on the pitch.
Because it's crazy.
That's why I liked it so much. Because Ronaldo's on the pitch. If Ronaldo was in the stands, I'll be like, but he's done it while Ronaldo's on the pitch. And it's still like 20, 30 minutes to go, bro. And like, yeah.
Funny.
I really liked it. And I want to talk about, should we talk about Ole?
Yeah, no, when talking about what you said with Liverpool and the tactical change that Klopp has made at halftime, seen something and said, you know what, this needs to be done. This is what we're going to do now. Something's going to change. This is where Man United will not, I don't think, win not one thing while he's manager.
I agree.
What month does he get sacked? Because we've had this conversation as well.
I think November.
That's super early. Shit. I didn't see it. Nah, come on.
Do you know why? Yeah, because
November. I'm putting your hat on that.
I believe Man United.
Bro, that's next month.
Man United are in a position now.
No way.
Whereby when that January transfer window opens, they're gonna wanna give money again. And I don't know if you can continually give Ole money knowing he's going to win you nothing.
I thought you was gonna say the summer before the start of the new season. No. November is next month.
Yeah. No, if not November, December.
Gee, Danny, have you heard that big shout?
Yeah, no, I've listened to it. I'm just trying to like dissect it because it's just soon.
Next month.
Yeah.
Bro, that's
not
crazy.
Even next month. It's like 2 weeks from now.
Bro, that's crazy. But bear in mind, there's an international break. That's crazy.
No,
I don't see that happen.
November or December.
No way.
It's too early. But I'm saying that, I understand why. Because like they were a bit meaty. Like,
bruv, how much resources can you give one man before he catches a fish?
Man brought parables.
That's really funny.
I'm on standby for the Nancy tale. That's
really funny.
How much, bro? Like,
but you know what? That's true. But how was Ronaldo on that game? Did he turn up?
He didn't start.
Actually, you know what?
I'm
in agreement. I forget. He benched Pogba and Ronaldo. Why?
Pogba, Ronaldo, and Sancho.
That was a mad decision, bro. That's all on him.
Yeah, no.
That's a mad decision. What you're saying makes sense now. Because why would you...
But he got very touchy about it in the post-match conference. He said, listen, I know and he knows more than you pundits and you journalists. Because I've never seen Oli... he wasn't happy. He got touchy. He said, that's what he said.
You can only say that when what you decide pull it off.
He just knows that he needs to win something, and I think the only hope they have is the FA Cup. I don't think they can win anything else. I don't think they can come close to anything else.
I don't think they should put.
But they've got the squad to win it all.
Got the squad because there's bigger and better squads, and those bigger and better squads.
Who's the better squad?
So City's a better squad. Liverpool's a better.
That's debatable.
The reason why I'm saying
I don't know about Liverpool having a better squad.
Liverpool don't have a better squad.
The reason why I'm saying that they have a better squad holistically is because it's a team that's been playing together for. I think they've got a great relationship between the players, way better than Man United.
Okay, well, I can give you that, but if we're
The
talking
squad
about
of players,
if we're talking about starting 11, really there's only 2 players that have come into the starting 11 from last year, which is Ronaldo as an up striker and Varane as the defender. Who else is new in that team? Who else is new in that team that hasn't been there? Not just last season, the season before that.
How well did they do last season?
Second.
David Graver has said, Ole needs to go before I start my Christmas shopping. So he's talking about that's November. Yeah.
No, because I don't think the board can trust Ole with any more money without getting something for their money.
He said I would like it on fireworks night. That's 5th of November. Guy Fawkes, that's the 5th of November, isn't it? That's early. I think Graver, I think you and Tatted here are off the mark, man. I cannot see the board moving insane like that.
Why? It's not even insane though.
No. Mid campaign, mid the Champions League, bro.
Doesn't matter. How Ole got the job was mid campaign. What are you talking about?
No. But now I can't see them doing that. I think they want to give him a chance to attempt to at least finish the season.
Sancho, when you were saying,
oh yeah,
what?
But he doesn't start though. Sancho doesn't even start.
I'm saying the 2 that start. Yeah. Sancho doesn't start.
Yeah, he doesn't start.
He doesn't start, bro. So, but what?
Where's school dinners? When is he coming back? Where's school dinners?
But what I'm saying to you is
is he fit yet?
Not yet. Oh. But what I'm saying to you is that how much can they give Ole? Because world record transfer on Maguire. Big transfer.
I think they give him to the end of the season.
On Wan-Bissaka.
He has to go. I think for them, but I think they won't sack him before the last chance of winning something is gone. So I think that the reason why I don't believe he will go before the end of the season is because I think that they'll bomb out of the Champions League. I think by the quarters. Yeah, and depending on what happens with the FA Cup, even though it's so trivial.
What if they get knocked out of the FA Cup next?
If they get knocked out of the FA Cup next round. He's in trouble. He's in big trouble. He's in big trouble because they now know that there's 2 feasible chances to win anything. I think they know that they're not going to win the Champions League. The league, they can always. The thing is that they're always in the running. How the seasons work, and Man United can be in the running. And I think that until that stops being a mathematical possibility, I think that Ole will have a job.
And
that's my.
You know what? Timeline agree.
I did agree with that. I did agree with that until I started to deep that they have to win. Like, I don't think it's even an option this season. I think he has to bring some silverware, and if they get knocked out of the FA Cup, I don't see that the board are saying. I don't think the board have looked at this season and said, "Wow, we should be challenging for the Champions League." Considering that they got knocked out of the Champions League early last year and went into Europa and didn't win the Europa. So I don't think in their mind they're saying, I've got to win the Champions League. Yeah. So we can write that competition now.
Cool. So then they've got the Premier and the FA Cup.
The Premier League is the one, but if he's 10 points behind in December and out of the FA Cup, you don't think they pull the trigger? I think they pull the trigger.
10 points behind in December.
I think they pull the trigger. I think they pull the trigger.
You have to wait and see, man.
I think they pull the trigger.
They're saying November,
December times. Yeah,
November, December.
Jose's playing style was worse. He had to go. The Bulldogs sack Ole until spring.
Well, Femster said he thinks it's fake pressure. I don't think it's fake pressure. I think he has to deliver, bro. There's too much money being spent on that club for there not to be anything at all. With Arsenal's limited resources and being in a worse position than Man United, we've managed to just bring home an FA Cup. Do you get it? And that can appease the fans. It can appease the board for a limited time, innit? To bring back nothing after you spent so much, I don't know if it's. I wouldn't agree that it's fake pressure. I think there's definitely pressure there.
I think that everyone, including Ole, including the fans, including the players, know that he has to win something. There's no like ifs or buts or maybe next season he has to win something this season. I think that equates to pressure, whether we want the level of pressure, but that equates to pressure because he has to win, and he's got 3 chances. He's got 3 chances, and he's got.
I think he's got 1.
He's got what, the FA Cup.
Yes.
So what happens if they bomb out in the 4th round, the FA Cup? Do you think he goes the next day?
No, I think they. So what I believe is that they either have to make the decision before Christmas to give the new manager the January transfer window and the kind of bedding with the team. If they don't sack him, then they're going to leave it to the end of the season. They won't sack him in any other period.
Okay.
So yeah, that's for me.
Wow. Femstar, it looks like WhatsApp's working again. If you want to send in those results at any point, that would be good as well. Yeah. So, guys, yeah, if you can send in that, we're going to go quickly over the match day 8 fixtures, which won't commence until Saturday the 15th of October due to the international break. Now, how do you feel about international breaks?
I hate it, bro. And you know what I hate is that they play fucking idiot teams as well, and fucking have a wank fest over it. and fucking like they don't turn up in the tournaments, bro. I fucking hate it. When you going and beating Hungary and fucking San Marino 6s and 7s, bro. What's that proving, bro? Like, go and play someone of real quality and like see how you actually do it. It's bollocks. It's absolutely bollocks. But yeah, let's go over the fixtures, bro.
All right. Engineer, you ready? Yeah. Watford v Liverpool.
Liverpool away win.
Liverpool away win. Liverpool for me too. Southampton Leeds. Southampton at home.
Southampton can't score, bro. Southampton cannot score. Leeds. I don't even know.
Got back to Jordan.
I'll go Leeds.
Leeds away win for me. Norwich Brighton. Norwich at home. Brighton away win.
Free.
Okay, tough one. Aston Villa Wolves. No derby. I'm gonna draw.
I'm going Villa.
I'm gonna back the draw.
Yeah, I think Aston.
Leicester Man United. Leicester at home.
I think this is tricky.
I think Leicester will get them, you know.
Woo!
Yeah, straight on.
Serious? I'm gonna go Man United away win.
I think Leicester.
Leicester are so shit, bro.
I'm gonna say Man United away.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Man United. I can't see Leicester defending, bro. Defensively, I think they're shit, man.
I think Leicester's gonna do
Man City Burnley. I'm gonna go City home win.
3 times.
Brentford Chelsea. Brentford at home.
You know what? I think we need to speak about Chelsea, man.
In what sense?
I just don't see it.
See what?
We'll talk after. Let's do the things that we'll talk about.
Brentford Chelsea.
Yeah, Chelsea.
Draw.
That's a switch up.
Chelsea.
I
I'm gonna go.
understand that as well.
I'll go Chelsea away win.
I can really hit. Like, I'm really with you with that draw.
Say it then. Just put it down on the record.
I can't. But
But why not put it down on the record?
Nah, because I'm.
This is one counts.
Yeah, you get it.
This is a tough game. Everton West Ham. That's a tough game. That's a tough game.
Round, yeah?
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
You like Everton West Ham?
Yeah, that game's so. I think why that game's difficult.
I'm gonna back the draw again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna back the draw here.
Because anyone could like Townsend's on it as well, you know.
Nah, it's whether Richarlison and
I'm gonna back the draw.
back. That's what I care about. I'll leave that one time on the squad.
Newcastle Spurs.
Newcastle are going down.
You can't keep. You said that last season as well.
We're lucky because we loaned them.
Joseph.
Yes,
And he doesn't want to do anything right now. Yeah, nothing.
I don't want to sell him. I don't want to sell him.
He's not in a position to jot these down.
Yeah, I saw it, but
Okay.
he can replay it though.
Yeah, better from you. Yeah.
Come on, you know the thing.
This so you know.
Newcastle.
Minutes.
Newcastle Spurs. No, but Newcastle they have to do something at some point. They have to.
And you think it's going to be them?
At some point, they have to.
Newcastle are terrible. Terrible.
Spurs are winning that, bro.
Terrible.
Why they're gonna come?
I think Son scores
Newcastle
2.
got no-
Son scores
no-
2 in that game, by the way.
Because they can score as many as he wants. They are terrible. They rely.
I think it's not even St James's Park anymore. I think they're gonna. Bro, it's after the international break. They're gonna have a long break. They're gonna have the train. Like I'm gonna go Newcastle home win. No, bro, I mean it as well. I think Newcastle home win. Bro, I'm telling you. Yeah, just remember that I said this after the international break that Tottenham are gonna come back groggy, bruv.
Cool. I've said.
Final game, Arsenal Palace. That's the Monday. I'm gonna go Arsenal home win. I think we're gonna come back on international break. We're gonna come back lively. I think that we're gonna need.
We're not gonna come back groggy.
No, I think that we're gonna come back lively. I think that we're gonna.
Nobody's dead.
We're gonna need to. We know that Vieira's gonna be up for it as well. I think that we need.
Be up for it.
I think the players. Arteta's gonna speak to the players differently before the game. I think Arsenal home win.
Yeah. If it was away, I would have said a different result. But
I think a draw. You know. I think a draw.
Yeah. That's it.
So what do you want to say about Chelsea? Talk to me.
I don't see it. Like I don't know. Maybe I'm not giving him.
Right up your street.
I'm not giving him enough time, bro. You know what I did, yeah. So
Lukaku's not doing things right.
I want him to do things right.
Me too, so badly.
To the point where I took a free hit, and I
put him in your team?
Yeah, but as a free hit thing, just let me like test the waters.
But he goes back to normal.
He goes back. Yeah. But
next week.
I did that on purpose because Chelsea fixtures look sick in it. So I'm like, all right, cool. This is my opportunity. But Lukaku's I just don't buy it, bruv. I told you the last time, premium hits. I don't buy it. Like
premium Heskey's super.
I don't buy it, bruv, because there's too much talk, and he's good, but he's not pretty on the eye like you said the last time. But I don't buy it, bruv. Like tell me different. Like what is it that about this Chelsea team that everyone thinks that is gonna do something? I don't see it, bruv. Because of two.
Chelsea, to be fair to Chelsea,
European champions.
Chelsea did batter Southampton on the weekend. How it was 1-0 at half time is beyond me.
I think the Wood Prowse send it off though does yes Chelsea but they didn't play the freedom in the middle then after that was crazy.
It was nuts, but yeah.
But for the length of the season,
Lukaku.
Yeah, no. Well, there might be a show, but I'm letting you know that I will be at the Emirates on the 18th.
There's going to be 3 people at the Emirates.
There's 3 people at the Emirates.
Sharon can host.
Sharon can do a live with Danny.
Come to the Emirates myself.
Okay, so then
I've put my request in.
I'll say no more, bro. Just put it in writing so that I remember. That's always crucial.
Is WhatsApp back up?
Yeah, WhatsApp's back.
Yeah,
We'll live stream from there, by the way. If I'm there, we'll live stream.
That only favourable. I don't. I saw a man live stream during the Carabao Cup, and I didn't like it.
It was about this
on the Aaron's charges.
My son.
Rude.
Cool, man. So what's that? What we saying?
I think Chelsea are going to be a problem. So you and Tatted stay there thinking that they
I'm
scrubs and shit.
I just don't. But I don't see it. I don't know why. But I don't feel
what I'll be honest. Yeah, he hasn't. I really want Lukaku to do well as well because it fuels my agenda about him as well. I really want him to do well, but
I think there's too much hype.
No, it's not even the hype. Then I think there's a problem when he plays certain teams. See, like certain strikers, yeah. Like you see, like Lewandowski. I think no matter who he plays against, like even like if you look at like
Salah.
like if you look at Salah, there's like at any given time you just feel that this man. I think there's certain things that restricts Lukaku because, as Aaron always alludes to, about his footballing ability. So because of that, against certain teams, he will always struggle, and I think that's what stops. I don't want to say it because I've put my hat on Lukaku. I really want him to do well, but we'll see. Let's revisit this at the end of the season. Let's revisit at the end of the season.
We should revisit every week, but cool.
Let's revisit at the end of the season because what's going to happen? He's going to score a hat trick in like a couple of weeks, and then man are going to go, right, he's back. Just let's just wait.
He's always going to get goals because he's a brute. He's strong.
He is.
Tough. But did you watch Salah's 100 goal club?
Yeah, I'll say.
Bruv,
it's
like,
crazy.
you know when they
No, but
edit it like that, yeah?
But
Lukaku
sick, bruv.
Lukaku cannot do that.
I saw, you know what?
The levels of his
man.
goals, the level of his goals are
He's
insane.
strong, bruv. And then he's got techers as well. And then
And he's got
precision.
pace.
Bruv.
He's got the lot, bro.
Well-rounded strike, bruv.
Salah's not a striker though. Salah's not a striker. He's a forward. He's not a striker though.
Well-rounded forward. But whatever it is, he's a scorer, goal scorer. I don't see that with luck.
Lukaku gets goals, but he's not well-rounded.
I can agree with that.
He's not well-rounded.
Greedy.
I can agree with him not being well rounded. I can agree with that.
He's something.
Come on, man. This is harsh, man.
He's something.
You man treat the Noir bad, you know. Cuz always, no, cuz. Come on, man.
I want them to. Like, how many goals this season? You reckon?
Lukaku's gonna score 20, brother. I think you'll get. I think you'll get 20, bro.
That Chelsea team will get 20.
Top three.
You'll get 20, bro.
Yeah, he'll definitely be. I think he's top 3 goal
Top
scorer.
3 goals.
Yeah, 100%.
As you guys said, we'll revisit it, man. All right, cool. What are you saying?
Peace and love, bro. I've got stuff to do, guys.
Let's go.
Wow, what have you got to do?
Oh,
It's Monday at midnight.
Like after dark.
Good night, God bless everyone. I hope you have a safe week. And sorry for the technicalities earlier on.
No, because we blame Zuckerberg. Bro, Zuckerberg is because he's caused a madness today. Okay, bro, that is gonna, cause that's gonna lock us off permanently, bro. That is crazy. That's not the views of the review or the dugout. He's working alone, bro. Bro, cause the last time I heard that was on Homeland, bro. You can't do that. You can't.
I said, Brody.
Oh yeah, bro. You can't do that.
Peace out.
We are out.
Bro, that's insane.